Welcome to Winging It. We saw all the love we got from the last video, and it exceeded all of our expectations. Haley Elliott 681 says, I got steak dinner down pat. Teach me lasagna, please, because it does actually scare me. Well, have no fear, Haley Elliott 681. Everything on this table is going to help you make a great lasagna, and I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Today is lasagna. I hope you're ready. All you're going to need for a great lasagna is here. I have 2 pounds of ground pork, 2 pounds of ground beef, a yellow onion, ricotta cheese, beautiful mozzarella, all of which has come from Masstown Butcher and Creamery. They are not a sponsor, but I always shop there for my videos. We have some breadcrumbs, Italian seasoning, some eggs, oven-ready lasagna noodles, very important. You don't have to boil these. Boiling lasagna noodles and laying them down is difficult and it can be very intimidating. So get oven-ready. And then tomato sauce. This is roasted red pepper sauce. I also got this from the Masstown Butcher, but you can get any tomato sauce you like. Doesn't matter. This is not authentic Italian lasagna. It's just good food that your kids or parents or sisters or anyone is going to love. One take. Onions. Some people think that they are hard to cut, and they can be. Step 1 is a sharp knife, very sharp. You're going to take off the loose peel, discard that. You're going to cut the nub off and take that layer of no good peel off. We are doing a dice on this onion. So now you're going to take your onions face down and you're going to run it almost to the root. And you're going to do that once, twice, and 3 times depending on the size of the onion. And you're going to go down this way. Let the knife do the work. Go slow. You will cut this way across. So you get that chopped. Now that we have the onion diced, we can put it in a bowl, set it aside. If you really want to take this lasagna to the next level, you're going to roast some garlic. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that right now. All you got to do is chop the head off, take some tin foil, put that on there, and you're going to put some extra virgin olive oil right on the top. You wrap it all up. Turn your oven on at 375. Toss that in there. And you're going to let that roast while your oven is heating up. And you do everything else. And when it's time to put your meat together, put that in there. And it's just going to make everything taste so much better, in my opinion. One take. Time for meat. Beef. I got it from Masstown. It is great beef. I love it. So there's 2 pounds of this and there's 2 pounds of ground pork. All right, now we got our meats in there. We're going to start with some of this onion. You don't have to go all of it. That was quite a large onion. So I'm going to put some of this in there. That's probably good. Then I'm going to go in with some Italian style breadcrumbs. You can use regular breadcrumbs if that's what you have. Then we're gonna go in with some Italian seasoning. We're gonna go with that much. We've got 2 eggs. Open it up, in it goes. So now we've got our seasonings in there. The other thing I want to put in there, salt and pepper. Always, everything gets salt and pepper. Really get that in there. Good workout for your hands and your arms. You want to be able to grab a hold of that and pick up the whole bowl. And we're going to get it cooking. We're going to put one of these blobs right in there. If you let that sit there and brown for a couple minutes, it'll be a lot easier to break up. While the meat's cooking, that should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Stir it occasionally, cook it until it's brown. Let's mix up some cheese. One take. We're gonna need 1 container of ricotta, 1 block of mozzarella cheese, 1 to 2 eggs, depending on how it turns out. And we're also gonna put some parmesan in there. This is just bagged parmesan. I don't have any fresh right now, or I would put that in there. I didn't list this in the ingredients at the first of the video, but I kind of had a bit of a brain fart and thought Parmesan would be really good in this. We're also going to put our roasted garlic in this, which is going to just take that flavor to the next level. So, first thing we got to do is we're going to grate some cheese, and I think I have a really good trick for this. Now that we got all the cheese grated, we're going to mix everything up. In our big bowl, we're going to mix up our ricotta. Now we're going to go in with some of our mozzarella cheese, some parmesan in there, about a handful. Now comes the garlic we roasted. This is what it will look like after it's roasted. And you're just gonna squeeze it out. All right, now that we have our garlic and our cheese, our meat is cooked. We're gonna put our sauce in there. Dump that right in there. Alright guys, it's time to assemble. Layers is the name of the game. That's what lasagna is. So you're gonna start with an empty dish, and you're gonna start by spooning some of the sauce into the bottom. Now we'll go in there with a layer of noodles. Lay them down like so. Now we're gonna go in with cheese. Kind of dollop that in there. It's all gonna melt and go everywhere, and it's gonna be delicious. Sauce, noodles, cheese, sauce, noodles, cheese, sauce, noodles, cheese, sauce, noodles, cheese, until you run out of ingredients or run out of dish. All right, now that we got that all layered up, we're gonna cover it with tin foil. We're gonna bake this at 375 for 50 minutes. Well, it's time to take a taste test of this and see if all that work has paid off. Yep. Okay. I can safely tell you, make this. The roasted garlic and the ricotta and all the different ways that I did this, mix the meat mixture, all of it. It just makes it taste good. Well, guys, this has been Winging It. This is Lasagna. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for all the love in the last video. If you have any recipes that you want to see me make before you make because they scare you or intimidate you, drop a comment. Then hit that like button. Then hit that subscribe button. It helps me get to more people. It helps me get more ideas to make food. And I love doing this for you guys. This has been Winging It. Thank you so much.